Add a little bit of olive oil to a pan. You need a deep-sided pan like this, one that has a lid. And this is like on a medium-high heat because we're gonna brown this 1 pound of ground pork. And we're gonna brown it real nice. Should take about 5 or 6 minutes or so. If you can't find ground pork, just take the casings off of a pound of sausage, you know, like a sweet sausage, and that works just the same. Once it's completely browned, you're gonna take your meat and put it into a bowl. Now, after you take out the meat, just add 1 onion that you chopped up and add a couple of cloves of minced garlic. And let that cook for about 5 minutes until it softens up. Add about a pinch of red pepper flakes. Now you're gonna add 2 cans of whole tomatoes. They're about 28 ounces. And I'm also, you know what? I don't have 2 cans of whole tomatoes, but I have another can of crushed tomatoes, so I'm gonna add that instead. See, people, you don't have to be exact. And then what you're gonna do is get a potato masher and just crush those tomatoes. See how easy that is with the potato masher? A lot of people do it with their hands, like in a separate bowl. Why am I gonna dirty another bowl, right? There we go. Potato masher in the same freaking pot. Now I'm gonna add about a half a teaspoon of oregano. Yeah, that's a half a teaspoon. Then I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt. You're gonna add about a teaspoon of pepper too. And stir this around. Just incorporate all those ingredients. Look at your tomatoes, mash them up if you have to. They look fine. I like chunks of tomato in my sauce. At this point, we're gonna add the pork right back in with the juices. Stir this around. Just distribute all that meat, let it soak in the juices. I'm gonna add some fresh basil that I chiffonade. This is about 4 leaves. We're gonna cover it now and let it cook for 5 minutes. Now you're gonna get yourself some no-bake lasagna noodles. These are the noodles, just take them and break them in half. There's gonna be little pieces everywhere to shove those into. So now you take your noodles, see there's little pieces, it doesn't matter. And you're gonna shove those noodles underneath your sauce. Just keep placing them down there, you know, just go like that, like you're scooping up the sauce, but you're not going to. You're gonna put them on the bottom and put the whole package in if you can. Once you get all your noodles in, make sure they're submerged in the sauce, and then you're gonna take your cover, make sure there's sauce over all of them, and cover it for about 12 minutes. And let those noodles cook. See, you can see that the noodles are done. They're nice and mushy. Now you're gonna take about 4 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, and you're gonna cut it up into little pieces and dollop it around the dish. Mix that in there. If you don't wanna use cream cheese, you can use mascarpone. I use cream cheese because it was on sale. Yeah, and you can use both. It's basically the same thing. And make sure you have it on a really low flame. And now you're gonna take some mozzarella and you're gonna place it on top and just cover the whole top with mozzarella. See? And now you're gonna cover this for another like 5 minutes, not even, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Alrighty, after your 5 minutes, look at that cheese. Look how nicely melted. You're gonna shut off the heat, put a little bit more fresh basil on top. For taste and because it looks pretty. And you're gonna cover this and you're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes with no heat. Just let it sit there for 10 minutes, let it rest. Okay, look, 10 minutes are up. We're gonna try this mofo now. Lasagna in a pan, who knew, right? You know what's great about this dish? And I'll tell you, now that summer's coming, who the hell wants to heat up their kitchen with a hot oven, right? How perfect is this? You can have your lasagna and not heat up your kitchen. Oh my God. So good. So good. I hope you try this. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and enjoy.